Here's Penalty. He's a transfer from Thomas More, so he was playing at his old school Saturday and lit up the Saints for 16 points. And there's the other Thomas More transfer, Court Justice, with a three-pointer.
Will he be able to find those lanes against a much longer, more athletic Northern Kentucky team?
Penalty steps out and fires, and he buries it and lets everybody know. Back-to-back three-pointers from Thomas More transfers, and he'll grab the rebound on the Walton miss. He was Mr. Basketball in the state of Kentucky, scored over 3,000 college points. And how about that wraparound pass in traffic from Hunter?
Yeah, David Hunter with a really nice look right there for UC Clermont. Follows it right back up for Northern Kentucky with a nice drop-off to Hideki.
We're all tied up at 8.
Good look.
And now down low Hunter with the layup.
Yep, and there's Marsh. The 5'7" guard getting in the lane, making a nice bounce pass.
Get to BB&T Arena, see all those, don't the fans?
That's right. Yeah, and last year definitely a year to remember for Northern Kentucky. But we've talked about it before. Expectations for Coach Darren Horn in his first year in this group are still sky high.
He gets it out to Acolts off the side of the backboard. And how about Hunter picking up some loose change?
That was right place, right time. Get the offensive rebound and put it back.
They get it back to Acolts. He needs help. He finds Hunter. 3 on the timer, and he doesn't even look like he was going to shoot it to the very end. Oh, off the heel of the rim, and it just dies and falls through.
Yeah, I didn't think Hunter recognized.
For the 1+1, Marsh out of Western Hills High School over in Cincinnati, and he makes the first one. And he'll earn it. He's like a lot of guys on this UC Clermont roster. A few more inches, and he's probably – on a Division II or even, Division I roster.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the stat sheet.
And a long shot by Spivey. How about that? Showing the front court player for now.
And be ready to knock it down.
Yeah, Mockaby played a lot in the early going last year as a freshman as Dia gets the basket, but saw his opportunity.
Good look.
Cross court to Justice, and he knocks one down.
Yeah, and that was set up by Spivey. It's a nice job drawing a couple Northern Kentucky.
Spivey with it. UC Clermont, nice little give-and-go action, and the finish. They're arguing on the bench, and I think they've got a great cause for an and one.
That was a big-time Spivey with the drop down. See Penalty there just carving out space, and Hideki just gets caught falling asleep. And Spivey with a nice finish, and I think right there that should have been an and one.
And it's Penalty, and they will call the block on Silas Hideki. There, so almost kind of a receipt there.
There it is, and let's see if the feet were set here. Hideki slides over. It looked like he was falling as he slid over. Good call by the staff here.
Well, they say they don't have makeup calls in basketball, but that's a tough one to convince you otherwise.
Either way, Penalty's smiling about it. He's happy. He's happy about the call.
Because three-point play. And how about UC Clermont throwing a press on the Norse? And they knock it away from Harris, who had just checked into the game. And now two officials pointed in opposite directions, so they'll get together. Ed Phillips and Keith Lewis will figure it out, and they decide that it's UC Clermont's ball. Tournament appearances, including Sweet 16. Here's Penalty. And how about that finish? Look at this, and the pose.
I like the post. That was impressive. I can tell he's been working on that post.
On the shot clock violation. And that will take us to our across the timeline. Now Faulkner finds Langdon, who will go up for 3. No good. And Justice pulls down the rebound.
Once they get into conference play or even here in the non-conference, but this team is very capable of making a run this year.
So Tate misses the second. And bad pass, and Justice will come away with it, and he'll try to outrun the Northern Kentucky players in transition, and he does.
offenses to have a little bit more space, and it might add a little bit more scoring to games. And guys that were more toe-the-line shooters here over the last couple years, they might think twice before shooting a three. Petaldy is not a guy that is bothered by the extension of the three-point line.
And he looked like he kind of pulled the bow and arrow.
It's a mini bow and arrow.
So we'll take it to the break. Here is NKU leads UC Clermont. But the fans very appreciative of the free food tonight, as Petaldy will get 2 shots, and he makes the first, and here's Mitchell with it. The Petaldy. Mitchell, he's open, and how about that? Can't leave that guy open.
Yeah, quick trigger there. Space to work with. Same thing with offensive rebounding. Instead of going back, running off another 10 seconds off of the clock, it's a little bit tighter as we see Petaldy knock another 3 down.
Petaldy has come into Tyler Sharp's house and said, hey, man, I can shoot the bow and arrow as well. So Noah Petaldy out of Mason, Ohio, has come in here and put on quite a performance. 18 points. And Walton from way downtown, no good. Harris goes after it, has it knocked away by that time, and Marsh, the little guy, takes it away from him. Long three-pointer by Justice, and he plays a little string music.
Yeah, Court Justice with that three-point shot now in double figures. 12 points on the evening. That is his second three-point make of the game, as we see Coach out of hand as it is right now. You can see both sides kind of getting a little sloppy, where we had, I thought, for the most part, pretty good execution on both sides, especially when you think about it's the first 93-52 game. Got a lot of subs in here, especially on Northern Kentucky side, getting a little bit sloppy here.
Long three-point.